Welcome back to the channel, guys. Working on the old Stang here. It's a 67 Mustang. If you're new here, the old girl's got a 302 stroked out to 347. It's got all the mods you can put on an old naturally aspirated pig like that. It's got a new alternator, water pump, got all the new pulleys on there, sway arm, front sway arm, all the fancy fun stuff. Long tube headers and Holley Sniper EFI. Distributor, carb, coil, computer, only rad, transcooler. Put all the new wiring harnessing through the old girl, new brake lines, and new master cylinder with the boosters. So she's got power brakes on the old girl now. Not sure if you can see underneath there, but got the disc brakes on to her. And today we're going to be working on these old looking valve covers, and they're gonna spice up the contourness of the masculinity of this motor and give her some of these old Ford race and finished valve covers. See how these turn out. Just gotta start, get my little tilt-a-whirly fancy valve cover screws out and see how we're doing on that. Well, there's about 6 of these on each side. Times 2, that makes, you do the math. But you just give them a little twist here, you just, and just keep on going and going until you get them all out, and you just add her to the collection once you get her out. Just kind of put them in somewhat of an order, because you don't know if the threads are gonna, just try and keep that in mind. And continue on, and I'll be with you when I get these valves off to see what kind of damage is underneath this. Well, I'll be dipped. The old paint peelage you see here, I had a sticker on her, and when I peeled her off, that pulled the paint with her. But further inspection, not really much burnage or blow by around the gasket at all, or the seam on there. The gasket looks brand new, no blow by on nowhere. There's a little fuzzy spot right there, but once I moved that out of the way, it looked mint. Everything just looked sweet. Even all the rocker arms and everything just looks so good. Yeah, see, she's a 302. For all y'all that old 289, blah, 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 she's a 302. Well, 347, 4-digit numbers, and gonna have to tune in for another story why it has a 289 4-barrel intake on her. But I'm happy with how everything's looking in here so far. It's still brand new in there, if you look. Everything's still just brand new. I'll get back with you and see how these pretty girls look on there. Well, you think a guy'd accomplish something. That looks not too, almost too shiny for a guy. Holy smokes. Wow. bleep bloop it down in the comments if you want, and tell me what you think, how she looks. And if you want to see me get her out on the Quarter mileage next year, and maybe drop her down in the comments, and what do you think she'll do for her time? Maybe with a little extra help. We're over here on the designated driver's side now, and I kind of noticed, I don't think it'll make much of a difference. It'll just be a little bit different placement of the filler neck for the oilage here, but it'll fit. We didn't notice that was there. It was there from factory that we know of. Okay. The old designated driver side was doing the old stickage there, so busted out the old chunk of brass there, the old custom handle. She's a unit. It comes in handy for when you're working on the old motors, you know. Easy, easy, easy. Perfect. Well, fellers and fellettes, she still looks pretty rock on this side too. Not gonna lie to a feller. You think it's a brand new motor, and the guy just put a couple thousand into a machine shop to fix it for a guy. Carry on. Easy, 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 easy. 1 click, 2 click, 3 click. Wow. Just let a guy just stand back and admire just how much it dresses it up. Get the old getting into trouble light. Wow. She's not the prettiest, but she's fancy enough for a guy here. Well, holy smokes. The guy got him on. He didn't mess up. The parts lady didn't mess up ordering the parts for a guy. Meaning me. And then, you know, just admiring the collection of dollars the guy's had to invest to get something he somewhat almost wanted. It ain't no Lamborghini or 427 supercharged pro mod race car, but hey, you never know, she could be someday if I get enough subscribers. So if you enjoyed this content, Phil's trying to burn the house down and all my tools and such for friggin' a snack. If you enjoyed the content, whatever, if you want to get more updates on the old Musty to the Stang, and drop a like, comment, bleep bloop down in the comments, subscribe wherever YouTube puts her nowadays. But if you like what you see, because I definitely do. Goodness, terrible. Wow, just goodness, terrible. She's an old sleeper. She's all put away because we got about multitudes of snow words out there, so goodness. Not sponsored by them at all, but thank you to Summit Racing Equipment and Lucas Oil Racing Products for not sponsoring, but big shout out to them fellas. And the Valvoline, I use multitudes of that stuff as well. And I don't have a license to kill, but I got a learner's permit.